Hello, I'm at the eye doctor today.
Honey, you have to look at this direction. Here, other side.
Oh, there you are. Hi. Yeah, I'm at the eye doctor's today. I'm getting my eyes checked, and I'm all excited to see what the results are. And I'm back home from the eye doctor. I was there earlier to do my annual checkup of my eyes, and they're still ochli. Hey. Ochli is this junk that gathers in your eyes, yeah, at the way in the centers when it's cold, and it builds up there, and then you wake up and you're like, hey, where'd everybody go? So you go like that, and it all falls off. That's the topic of today. No, I wanted to say more in that video, but the doctor came in, so boy, we had to shut the camera down really quick. So I'll continue here. And this is one of those exams where they put these eye drops in your eyes, and it really gets blurry, and they tell you to bring somebody. So you shouldn't be driving after you do that, and they look at your eyes and so forth. I had to do an eye test before that, and yeah, my eyes are good, and no problems, and but yeah, it was blurry. Yeah, this was kind of interesting. It reminded me of my youth when we were in school, my friends and relatives and I, and at a certain time of the year, and I believe it was like in the early autumn, like right after school starts, that uh, the Indian Health Service, eye people, would come to all the schools on the reservation, and I went to a public school, but most of the students were Lakota. And so all the students from all classes, all grades, we all had to go to the gym, and then we stand in this really long line, and the nurses come and we stand there. Then they put eye drops in our eyes, and then we take these eye tests. And after the eye test, we choose. For those of us who need glasses, we choose the frames, and there it was just like what, two, three frames choice. Really thick black Buddy Holly kind of glasses. And but we didn't get them right away, of course, but and that's what happened. And then we come back to the classroom, and it's just funny, yeah, because we can't see anything, and everything is blurry, and we're walking around zombies, yeah. Walking Dead. Bumping into each other and just having a fun old time. Those nurses were mean, yeah. These from the Indian Health Service, they, you know, put your head back and they hold your eyes wide open and put a bunch of that stuff in there, and I just burned. And some of the little kids would be crying, and because they didn't really tell us what to expect. All of a sudden, we're standing in line, and they're doing this. And but one good thing was that usually this happened in sometime in the like mid morning time, and after that, they would let us go to the lunchroom, and we could have early lunch, and then we could go home for the day because it's going to be like that for several hours, so we can't function. Okay, yeah, so we're sitting there eating and trying to eat. I guess you can't even see the food good, and so forth, and a lot of laughing, yeah. And then when we're walking home, it was just funny because all these kids are walking, and the Indian neighborhood was was not close. Yeah, we had to. It was kind of a walk, and so we were all walking back to our homes and tripping and falling down and oh man, that was fun. It was rugged but fun. Yeah, we were able to find humor in it, and so we would make it home. And when the days were sunny, it was hard because that just burned, and all you could do is look down, and at least it was clear. Yeah, when you look down, it was clear. So some of us were looking down, walking home like that, and we would help each other. Yeah, some kids live closer, so we would guide them, and then we would continue like that, guiding each other till we came back and to our houses, and that was always a memorable day. Yeah, and it's really got me thinking. I mean, we didn't have a choice. Yeah, they just did that, and a couple of weeks later, you get your glasses and everybody's walking around looking goofy with these really thick glasses, these thick rim glasses. And I chose not to wear mine, yeah, because they were really goofy looking. Clark Kent. So as a result, in all my years of school, the teacher made me sit at the front row, yeah, because I refused to wear my glasses. They couldn't force you, yeah. So I had at home, I know a bunch of pairs of glasses from through all the years. Every year you get a new pair of glasses, and yeah, that's the experience. And but when you think about it, every part of you is important, yeah. And if you can see things, that's good. Don't take that for granted. When I first came to Germany, I went to this restaurant with a friend, and it was called the Blinde Restaurant. This is a restaurant that's run by blind people. Can you believe that? It's really true. When you come to this restaurant, there's a lobby area. You have to make an appointment because the waiting list is like several months long. So you make an appointment, and then when it's time, you go there. You come in. You're in this waiting room, and you fill out your form. Like what kind of food you want. There was 4 dishes. There was one with beef, one with chicken, and a seafood, and vegetarian, vegan. Yeah, those are the 4 dishes. So you had to choose which one you wanted, and they had an evening entertainment. Yeah, they had an astrologist. So if you wanted to ask questions, or you want to be a part of the entertainment, you write down your birthday and all this information, and then he does a forecast on your life and so forth. And the interesting thing was when it's time to go to the eating area, they give you instructions. They tell you, okay, you line up in the line, and then you put your hand on the shoulder of the person in front of you, and the person in the front, he or she will put his or her hand on the waiter's shoulder, and then the waiter takes you to this elevator, and you go down like 2-3 levels, and then he gives you further instructions. He says, after we leave the elevator, we're going into a room, and when you're there, say everybody put your hands on the shoulder of the person in front of you, and I will lead you to your tables. And he said that now I'm going to turn the light off. So this everybody make sure your hands are on that person's shoulder in front of you. So we're all standing there like that. And then he flicks the switch, and it's pitch black. You can't see a darn thing. Then he opens the door. Then you go in and you hear people down there, that are still there eating, and you hear all kinds of things, like this is in German, yeah. So you hear Scheiße, and things like that means shit, like cussing around and tink tink. They're trying to eat their food. It's totally pitch dark, yeah, totally black, and it's fun, yeah. So they sat us at our table. Immediately, I started feeling around, yeah. Where's the one knife, fork, and spoon? Here's my cup. Here's the plate. Estimating, yeah, from my stomach to the table, how to get close to it, and okay, and it really make sure if I reach for something that I will most likely get it. And so he brought us our food and our drinks, and so I really listened. Where does the cup land? And then I was able to grab that cup just to make sure, just touch it so I know where it's at. Touch the plate. I'm reaching for my fork and touching in the plate, yeah, and say, oh, this feels like meat. It's on this side, and this looks like potatoes. It feels like potatoes and things like that. And then they're starting to eat, so I leaned a little forward and just estimate, yeah, and I start eating, and okay, this is coming, and when it's pitch black, it's really hard, yeah, to do. The whole idea is to give you an example of what blind people are going through in their life. And this is the interesting thing, is that this restaurant, the cooks are all blind. The waiter was blind. I thought, wow, it's amazing, what they could do. At the top level, the people there, they could see, but the actual restaurant itself was all operated by blind people. And it just shows you that they can do incredible things. And some of you probably heard that when you lose one of your senses, the other ones go into overdrive. So they hear, more than we do, those of us who still have our senses. And it's really interesting, yeah. But it was funny because some of my friends, they didn't think of the kind of preparation that I was just using logic, yeah. And others are like trying to find their food, clink, clink, clink. Trying to put it in their mouth and it goes on their cheek or something. Like, it was just hilarious. What I see here is that you're put in a situation and you found a way to deal with it. You have to, yeah. You can't just stand there. And you can if you want to, but you're probably not going to get anywhere. You have to take action, yeah. And so that's how things are in life, yeah. That sometimes you're put in a situation where you have to do something. Maybe it freaks you out in the beginning because it's just drastic. Yeah? When they put these eye drops in our eyes when we were children and they didn't tell us what was going to happen, like I said. And once it happened, like I said, some little kids were crying because it's freaking them out. Older ones were saying, "Hey, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's going to be all right. I'm right here." They would reassure each other, and some of them guided each other. And I think this is how it is. Yeah, when you're in a difficulty and in life, just calm down. Yeah, it's okay to freak out a little bit if you have to, but don't let it overpower you. Take some deep breaths, calm down, and close your eyes, and just calm down and use your other senses. Listen, yeah. Like like I said, some of these children were crying, and so the older kids would comfort them. So the voices, yeah, their voices, they would comfort their younger relatives, and they would feel better, they would feel safe, and this is how we helped each other, and I think that's how it is to help one another. So I was having these are what I was thinking of today, when I had this eye exam and this funny memories that came to me during that time. Don't take your eyes for granted, yeah? For those of you that can see, don't take your eyes for granted. Take care of your eyes. Have a yearly checkup. So the doctor, if he or she sees something that possibly could happen in the future, then you know, yeah? And you won't freak out when suddenly it happens. So it's always a good idea to take care of yourself, your total self, not just your physical self, but your total self, your soul, your spiritual self, your emotional self, your mental self. And that includes the eyes, yeah? So I do that. I have a yearly checkup and see what's going on, and everything is good. I still look crazy. I have a crazy way of looking at things, and it's all normal. Oh, shucks. Anyway, yeah, take care of yourself, yeah, and take care of your eyes. If you're having problems seeing, go see an eye doctor. Don't be ashamed to wear glasses. I wear glasses. I have some really cool glasses, yeah. And so, to nowadays, they make cool glasses. You have a lot of choices today, yeah. So you can get yourself some stylish glasses with photo gray or photo brown and look really cool like that. So, yeah, this is just my message to you. Take care of yourself. Take care of your eyes. And don't take it for granted. And when you see something and you're taking care of yourself as best as you can, you see the fullness of reality. That's how I am. Like when my wife and I are going walking in the mountains or in the forest or around the lake or something like that, I see a flower now. Oh, look at that. I gotta take a picture. That's how I am now. I never was like that before because, see, I'm really seeing more than I did before. So when you're talking about good eyesight, it doesn't necessarily mean 20/20 vision. Yeah, it means how you're taking care of yourself, that you see more beauty in nature. You see more of reality than you did before because you are taking care of yourself. And when you are taking care of yourself, you're building peace inside of you. And then you can share that. Yeah? It naturally goes out and influences that which is around you. So you're important. Yeah? You are a very important person. You make a great contribution to bringing peace to this world by how you live your life. You are a blessing. Don't ever forget that. Yeah, you are a blessing, and take care of yourself. Yeah. Hohechetuelo Mitakuyepi. I wish you all a really good day, a good morning, a good evening, a good night, wherever you are and whenever you're listening to this. And in our way, everything is circular. Yeah, it's like a sphere. That's why time is this way too. It doesn't just go in one direction, and it looks like it, but there's other things about it that are like this. Yeah, that's beautiful, and there's no end. This is why we don't have a word for goodbye. So instead we say until next time, which in Lakota is Doksha Ake. To learn more about Lakota spirituality, I have written a book called Wichocha Otechike. This book also includes Lakota Star Knowledge information. All the videos that I make, which are about Lakota spirituality, Lakota Star Knowledge, and cultural information, are based on this book. This book costs 99 American dollars. This price includes the shipping cost. And to learn more about Lakota language, I have written a Lakota language book called Chante etanha owoglake, speaking from the heart. And all my Lakota language videos are based on this book. This book costs 119 American dollars. This price includes the shipping cost. And new for 2024, I have a new book titled Chekia, which means pray. This book includes a CD which has traditional Lakota prayers and traditional spiritual songs. This book cost 57 American dollars, and this price includes the shipping cost. I also teach online, and I give spiritual consultations as well. If you are interested in any of my services and products, you can send payment via PayPal to my email address, which is info@wolakota7.com. You can see the email address on the screen, and it's also in the video description below. When you send your payment, please include your shipping address and your email address. I do have a Patreon account, and you can see the link to that in the description below the video. Here you can also make donations to my channel, and you can also buy my products, my books, and my services concerning private Lakota language lessons and spiritual consultation or spiritual instruction. Again, you can see the Patreon link in the video description below. Lila Pilamayelo. Thank you very much.